Hello, welcome back. It is a very hot day here in the Rhondda Valleys today. Now, I've been to the chiropractor. I was contemplating, or I still am, contemplating going to Bridgend to go and buy some new trainers. But I don't really want to be sat in the car for half an hour straight after going to the chiropractor. So I think I'm just going to go for a bit of shopping down in Troki and then head home. But it's beautiful weather, so I'll definitely be going to the homestead at some point today. I've never been down here before. I am going to the tip, the recycling centre, because I've got some old bits of wood that I need to get rid of. Oh, there's a queue. I was going to get rid of this down the tip, but I had a second thought. I thought I'll keep it, and then it can be part of a compost bin. Right, it can just sit there for the time being. Beautiful day though. I'm going to go home, change my clothes, and put my gardening boots on, then come back down. According to the shed, it's 21 degrees today. According to inside the summer house, it's 18 degrees. Right, I'm lifting this up because I'm going to use this as the base for the greenhouse rather than spending more money. Now my new mode of operation is going to be do a little, do it often. So I'm just doing one step at a time. If I get anywhere, then so much the better. So this is the floor I'm going to use for the greenhouse. I've had a lot of emails from people offering help. Thank you very much. I have seen them. I'm just making my way through the emails, but I have seen them. There's been quite a few. So thank you very much for everybody that's offered help. So the first task is just to rake up the debris. Some of the brambles are already starting to take hold. But it is an absolutely good. This day will go down as the first day of spring. For me, anyway. I think in the mists of the pain, I actually forgot that the spring equinox was last week. Month's time, it'll be my birthday. Now they are older. This is why I like the winter. You can tidy a patch of garden, and it looks tidy for quite a while until spring comes. And then all the life shoots back up. I noticed day. The downside of the sunshine is people are having bonfires, which makes no sense. I thought there was an unwritten rule. You have a bonfire on a dull day, not on a sunny day when people have got their windows open. Right, where can I put this? Put it up against the fence. So I went to the chiropractor, like I said, this morning, and he said we need to strengthen the core up. So he said, don't be afraid to do things, but don't do too much. Now for a Monday, it's quite surprising, but there are people on top of Pen Peak today. Yesterday, even though it was a dull day, every time I looked out, there were loads of people on top. But you don't usually see people there on a Monday. I have this thing that when I see people on top of the mountain, I'm afraid to look at them for too long. I feel like I'm going to jinx them and they'll jump. I remember somebody saying that once. She didn't like to look up at a plane because she thought if she looked at it, it would fall out of the sky. Not the conventional way of doing this, I must say. Even though I'm not the fastest greyhound in the race at the moment, I would still be up for taking on this bit of land. And what I would do in the short term is just throw some wildflower seeds and make a meadow of the whole thing. And then in time, as strength becomes better, I would then cut out beds. And there's not a lot of space on this side for fruit, so my plan has always been the fruit will go that side if I ever get it, and if I don't, then no fruit. Going down the tea hut tomorrow, down on the other allotment site. Do you remember I told you last week I'm starting a social tea hut on an allotment site in the next valley? Oh, that person is joined by somebody else now. Now, when I was doing the shed, and one of the reasons why I need to get on with the greenhouse is because I've noticed the shed is slightly leaning backwards a bit because of the weight of the wood. So I might just bring it out and put it up against there, because it's going to get wet anyway at some point, isn't it? Right, I'm afraid to put the greenhouse there because of the glass. Right, here we go. This is a test. Let's see how heavy it is. It's all about not twisting the back. If I lean it up against there, then that's very strong. Also, then I'll get a good idea of the size of it. Because even though I know how big it is, it's always good to see it for your own eyes, isn't it? Now, is that the one at the back? I'm not sure. At least I can paint it then. I can't remember what colour I had bought, but it's in the shed. And then I can get some cable ties and just tie them to the fence for the time being, because that fence is not going to move. At least by doing this, I can build a proper seat, or get a seat from Too Good to Waste, a table, and then I can start seeds off in here as well. And also, very importantly, I can set up a tea station. Oh, birdseed. She's begging me for birdseed. This must be the door. I think now it's got to that time in life where I would rather wait longer than normal to get something and then pay that bit extra to have it erected by the company. Nice smell of wood though. Wood on a warm day is a beautiful smell. See, my plan was to put the glass in today, but as you can see, the frame is on the skew-if. That's how I knew it was leaning. So I'm hoping a quick jolt at the back might straighten it up. Oh well, that didn't go according to plan, did it? Are you okay? I think I'm going to buy a big sheet of plastic and just put that in. I think if I'd been aware that this window was so many finicky bits attached to it, I don't think I would have got it, or at least I would have paid. See, they need to go in there, and they need to go down there, down there. See, so I was never very good at puzzles. I wonder what is best, and tell me in the comments below. Is it better to paint every individual part as it stands here, or is it better to build it and then paint it? At least by building it and painting it then you know it's in place. Whereas I think painting it now, you might lose some of the screw holes or clog them up. What do you think? Tell me below. Oh! Now, do you know what? I hate to say it, but it's nice to come in here to get away from the sun. It's actually quite warm. Like I said earlier, that now is touching 20 degrees. Oof. Might have to crack open the shorts. Right, I'm going to have a break now and drink some of my water. But yes, it'd be nice to come in here and say, let's have a cup of tea. Well, that was a nice break. A viewer just came and knocked on the door. She was out taking the dog for a walk, and she said she was up on top of the mountain, and she thought that looks like Sean's plot, and she said she stood for a while and could see me taking the greenhouse in and out, so she thought she'd come down and give a little knock. I said I can't offer you tea yet, but when it is set up, feel free, if you see me on the mountain again, to give a call. Right, put a kettle on. Right, so I'm going to have another break now and just sit and listen to the birds. I keep seeing this ad on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. So it's curtains, and you can get them in green, blue, red, and what's this colour? Burgundy. And I think they would look rather nice on the summer house. Can you see them? They are like French style curtains. And I think they would look rather nice billowing in the wind. So who knows? I'll put them on the list, and maybe when a sale comes up, see, like that, I think that would look rather nice. All I would need is 2 short ones and then 2 large ones for the front, and then I can open and close them. And I like the way that they've set them up, where you don't put them onto a rail, you put them onto a wire. I think that's how I've seen them. Although I've always liked the idea of getting a bit of copper piping too. Can you hear that bird? I've got this app where it records the birds. It's not going to come now, is it? It is a Eurasian blue tit. This is on fire when, oh, and there's a blackbird. This is on fire during the sunrise and sunset. When I'm watching the live stream, I'll put this by the side of the TV, and it's on fire trying to catch the birds. It's called Merlin Bird ID. In fact, I think I'm gonna. What was that? Is that a blackbird? That's a blackbird and a blue tit. Blackbird. See? It helps you to identify them. Right, well, I'm going to sit here and listen to the birds. And I'll catch up with you in a bit. Oh, I'll have to build my afternoon bed so I can have a lie down, stretch the back out. I'm guessing that one's a crow. So I've just found the cable ties. I bought these special, like, as they say in these parts. So I'm thinking if I just... Oh dear. That wasn't on the agenda, was it? If I just attach them to the fence, and the fence is fairly secure. Oh, right. What's occurring over here? Right, let's put that off the ground, because I don't want... That is the roof, after all. So that shouldn't be on the ground. We'll put another one through here. Today I can actually hear bees buzzing around, which is very rewarding to listen to. And then that attaches to the fence, methinks. Now, I'm not going to stay down here too long. I don't want to spoil it. Right, that's done. That's secure. That's secure of sorts. We put another one there. See what a difference a bit of sunshine makes to the mood. But there's a bit of a nip just coming now in the air. So I think I might start to pack up, then head home. Let's go out on a high and not get too cold down here. Right, I'm going to pack up. I think that is the trick. Pack up before it gets too cold, and then I can walk home in the nice sunshine. Right, it's going to take me about 5 minutes to tidy up and... black bags. Need to bring black bags next time. And maybe a match, so I can have a little bonfire and burn the stuff in the cold frame. Right, I'll meet you back at the house. Yes, I think those curtains would look rather spectacular. Bit of a Parisian feel to the Welsh summer house cottage. Beautiful work. Beautiful.